This is Chargers Now. I am your host, Will Ortner, and we got to talk about the shocking coaching hire that the LA Chargers made earlier today. It's with a name that I think has freaked out a lot of people. What's my opinion on that? We're going to get into that in a little bit. And then, of course, we have to give a Keenan Allen update. He is scheduled to be a free agent. Will he end up retiring? He's been in the National Football League for quite some time. He had some comments on the Zach Gelb show that we're going to dive into all day today. But before we get into any of that, make sure that you come on in and hit that thumbs up button because you love the LA Chargers. You want the Chargers to have a successful 2026 NFL offseason. So come in and hit that thumbs up button. Don't jinx it. Look, I know it can be a little bit trivial, but don't be the reason why this Chargers team does not do so freaking well. So come on in, hit that thumbs up button on today's video. Coming to us from NFL Network, NFL insider Ian Rapoport has announced that after a 5-year hiatus, or he has reported, I guess I should say, that Adam Gase is returning to coaching in the National Football League. He's going to be an assistant with the Chargers. Now, it does look like he is going to be an assistant focusing somewhere on the passing game, sources do say. And he's someone who I do think it is important to kind of mention. He has a negative connotation when you mention his name. When you talk about Adam Gase, I think there are a lot of people who have watched a lot of football over the last couple of years that go, that guy sucked. You just watched Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks, and Adam Gase was his head coach when he was in New York, and he absolutely ruined him, so much so to the point where people were saying, Sam Darnold, that guy is not a quarterback in the National Football League. He should be flipping burgers, and instead, well, Sam Darnold, he went, played with some other coaches, kind of fixed some of his issues, and ended up becoming a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So, is Gase to blame for all of this? I understand why you're scared. I understand why this might be worrisome. So we're going to look at what Adam Gase's record was as a coach in the National Football League here. And I think it's important to kind of note that he had a successful-ish campaign that first year in Miami, but ever since then it was very much not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, as it goes down for Adam Gase. So when you look at him from a pure head coaching standpoint, I understand why everyone in LA is saying, I don't want that guy anywhere near Justin Herbert. I don't want that guy anywhere near this coaching staff. I don't want that guy in Adam Gase to have a chance to have any potential to affect what could be happening with this offense, especially when it's an offense that it looks like when you get a guy like your new OC and Mike McDaniel that can really explode. An offense that's been on the cusp of being a great offense in the National Football League. Well, now it can truly be a great offense in the National Football League. But I'm going to tell you something that, look, it might be a little bit crazy, but I do stand by it. I actually like this hire. You'll notice that Adam Gase, when he came up through the coaching rankings, it was because he was an elite offensive mind. He helped coach Peyton Manning, and now I understand that Peyton Manning can definitely make a lot of other coaches look really freaking good, and he certainly did that for Adam Gase. Adam Gase earned the respect of Manning. Manning went out to bat for Adam Gase. Manning said good things about Adam Gase. So if Adam Gase is going to come in and join the staff and he's going to join in as an assistant, one, he's not going to have his hand too much into the big decisions for this offense, but he's going to help grow what this offense can be. So while I do understand that you might be scared, I understand why there's a lot of people that say, Adam Gase, I don't want that guy anywhere near this offense in LA. I do think that it is a good hire, and I hope that with some time away from the National Football League, Adam Gase was able to reset his mind, build some confidence back up, and join into a passing game that I do think can really explode this next season in Los Angeles. Will Adam Gase be able to do that? Only time will tell. Let me know down below in the comments section, how do you feel about the Adam Gase hiring in LA? Is it a good hire? Is it a bad hire? Let me know yes or no down below in the comment section if you like the hire. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're not, and I can understand both reasons. The next guy that we got to talk about who could potentially be being coached by Adam Gase is Keenan Allen and whether or not he wants to stay in Los Angeles. Now, at this point in his career, it would make sense for Keenan Allen, and I get why he may look at potentially retiring. I understand why he may look to go and find another team so that he can go and win a Super Bowl if he doesn't believe that Los Angeles is the team that can get him there. But from all accounts, it does sound like Keenan Allen wants to return to Los Angeles. He went on the Zach Gelb show, decent little program. I've enjoyed listening to it a time or two. And he had this to say about whether he wants to end up back in LA with the Chargers. Absolutely. Body feels good, healthy, being in the locker room and get around guys like Lad McConkey, Justin Herbert, like we talked about it. It keeps me young and able to do what I'm supposed to do, coming out and definitively saying, or I'm supposed to do, coming out and definitively saying, he wants to return. He went on that show and said, I want to be in LA. Allen wants to be a Charger, and it makes sense. Justin Herbert is a fantastic quarterback that is going to continue to keep Keenan Allen young. Keenan Allen is still a veteran wide receiver in this league that can help add to this team, can help add to a lot of teams. He's the type of player that can really help bolster what this Chargers team is going to be in the next season. That way, it's not just a bunch of young wide receivers. And I understand that Johnston and McConkey have been in the National Football League for a couple of years. They haven't seen all of the different things that Keenan Allen has. And what's most important at the end of the day, also, though, is the ability to perform out on the field. And Keenan Allen last year, look, frankly, it wasn't terrible. I'm not going to sit here and say that Keenan Allen was amazing and that there is no reason why he should not be a starting wide receiver in the National Football League. I'm not saying that he's Keenan Allen of old, but to go out and get 77 yards, basically average 10 yards a touch, get a couple of touchdowns, be that solid possession wide receiver, man, I think Keenan Allen can still do all of the things that LA needs him to do. In fact, in my opinion, I would love to bring Keenan Allen back to LA as long as it doesn't affect the growth of Lad McConkey. It does feel like McConkey is going to be kind of wide receiver one, barring a big free agent signing or barring a big pickup in the NFL draft. So if Lad McConkey is going to be the guy, well, then Keenan Allen can't limit those things. And what McConkey does best is being a possession wide receiver. So can Keenan Allen go out on the edges and perform in the same type of style? When you look at last season for McConkey, I don't think it's unfair to say that while it was a good season, I was a little bit disappointed. I felt like he could really explode onto the scene and put himself in a position where he was, the number one wide receiver, not just with the Chargers, but maybe in the entire AFC West. Only 789 yards, frankly, to me, that is not good enough, and those receptions need to be a lot higher. Again, I would love to keep Keenan Allen in LA, but it definitely does feel like this last year he limited McConkey. So can Mike McDaniel create a system where both of these two wide receivers thrive? I think that he can, and I think that he's shown it before when he was in San Francisco. But I do still think at the end of the day, what is most important and what will always be most important is the growth of this team around the youth, around the players that are young that are going to continue to push forward. And Lad McConkey is one of those players. So yes, bring back Allen, but find a way to not allow him to limit what's going on with McConkey. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're just 372 subscribers away here on Chargers Now from getting to 2K subs. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so now. If you have a friend that loves the Chargers but hasn't had an opportunity to come in and subscribe, make sure you share the video with them so they can hit that sub button. We have you covered on the Chargers throughout the 2026 NFL offseason. We're going to have you covered for free agency, for the draft, for OTAs, mini camp, rookie mini camp, all the way into training camp and into the 2026 NFL season. So hit that subscribe button. The bigger the channel, the more content we get to do. Like I said, like the video. You love the LA Chargers. They're your favorite team in LA. They're your favorite team in the National Football League. You want them to have another successful offseason and continue to build towards being one of the top teams in the National Football League. So hit that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video, and bolt up.